Hello, in this video we will be talking about how Binance and other exchanges are storing, or quote unquote storing, or managing your wallet addresses. So the first thing we have to differentiate is between pooled or shared wallets, or between created wallets, so which are unique to you, but which are still not managed by you, more or less. Okay, so let's start, for example, with Binance. So we'll just take your Binance. So it's a well-known exchange. And well, let's say you have on Binance, well, let's start with the easiest case, an XRP account. Okay, so if you buy XRP on Binance, you do have an IOU on Binance, and Binance owes you, for example, 30 XRP. So where does it take these 30 XRP from? And in this case, it takes it from this. So in this case, it takes it so Binance itself. They have multiple shared accounts. So we can quickly look it up on the XRP scan. So if we just enter here the account name Binance, so we can see here, for example, they have a Binance US account and they have this address here. So it's a shared account. So they have multiple they have just a lot of XRP here. That this account is being used for sending XRP, and there are also multiple Binance accounts which they're probably using for receiving them. Maybe they also have it both ways. Well, let's quickly see now. So if we look here, for example, yep, there's one account only meant for receiving. So as you can see here, it's always in. So somebody's saying XRP. And this is so they've got multiple pooled accounts for one account, so multiple accounts for incoming transactions, multiple accounts for outgoing transactions. Okay, so meaning that when you buy XRP on Binance, you actually do not have your own wallet address, so they don't create one for you. So an answer to that might be because, as you might know, the minimum balance of an XRP account is 20, meaning that if you buy, so they would at least have to put 20 on it. So this would be like a problem, for example, if someone has 10 XRP, suddenly would have to pay 20 XRP to activate an account. So maybe that's why. So meaning that if you now you do, if you buy 30 XRP from an exchange, so I'm also gonna just make some more drawings. So for example, for in they've got multiple addresses here. So for in they're using here this address here, that's an account for only receiving. This one here, okay, let's see if it works properly now. Yep, okay, so we've got this one here for receiving. So they have multiple one of those, and also one for sending. So they've also another one, so we've got also multiple accounts they're using for sending transactions. So I'm just gonna click on that one here, even though it's different. I know they've got Binance US and so on, but this account is for sending out, but only in the US. I guess, or they're using it probably for everything. Who knows? Oh, well, they also use it for sending, but you can't buy it though. But people can still, deposit XRP to their Coinbase account. I think I meant like to their Binance account, but I would have to look it up though. I'm not quite sure yet right now. So right, so they've got the pooled accounts, and when you buy XRP, then you have an IOU for the XRP. So meaning that you are actually not holding, not in possession of an account address, but rather when you deposit XRP, then you just have a destination tag, so that they are able to link it to you. Meaning that, for example, there was another account. So let's check the other one quickly. So this one here. So whenever somebody's depositing XRP, they are sending it to the Binance address, so the shared pool address, and also to the right destination address. So they're linking it to your account. So just increment your IOU. For example, if you send another 100, let's say, then you have an IOU for 130. Meaning that when suddenly you want to send XRP over Binance, then you're sending a request to the Binance server and saying, yep, I want you to send, please send 20 XRP to address XYZ, okay, whatever, okay? And then Binance is connecting to their own wallet address and making the transaction for you. But actually, they are the entire holder of the thing. You don't actually have a own wallet address, so there's only the shared pool which is being used. For example, with Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's a little bit differently. So there, they do make you your own address, your own unique address, but still you're not in possession of the private key, so of the signing key. So you don't know the mnemonic from which the private key is being derived. So meaning that that also they're also managing your address. Okay, so both ways, these are so-called custodial wallets, okay? Because Binance or the exchange is in possession and of all of that. So they basically manage your account. They're able to sign transactions. If you want to send XRP, Binance can say, no, we don't want you to send XRP. We will decline that. So right, so that's the basic principle. So that's why usually it is an advantage. So the only risk, so I'm gonna stop right here. So the only risk you're taking here is if you don't have an own address, which you are managing yourself, you are also prone to the risks. Meaning that if, let's say, there's a hacker attack where like lots of XOP gets stolen and suddenly they don't have enough and the company goes bankrupt, then you might leave empty-handed. So meaning that it is usually advisable when you're holding large amounts of, well, of XRP or any other coin, that you should be in possession of your own mnemonic and therefore also private keys. Because meaning that from the mnemonic you can derive the account addresses and the public and private key and so on. I made another video on that. So that's why it would be wise to be in possession and manage it yourself. So how can you manage that? Well, it's easy. You can either use hardware or software wallets. So for hardware wallets, we've got, for example, so I meant for software wallets, we've got, for example, the Atomic wallet. Oh, I shouldn't enter just Atomic wallet. We've got the Atomic wallet. We've got the Exodus wallet. So there are multiple. There's much software out there. Which are basically offering an exact software wallet. So the safest way would be having a hardware wallet which is not connected to the internet, so meaning that all the hardware wallets don't have an internet connection. So that would be the safest way. But also software wallets are are also secure. But right. So we've got, like I said, software wallets. So this is just software. When you create your account, you can import an mnemonic or create an mnemonic. From the mnemonic, all the other accounts are being derived. Or you could also use a hardware wallet, so meaning like the Ledger and S, Trezor One, yeah, all of these here, okay? So these are hardware wallets, and these things, the only thing they store for you is the mnemonic, so that's the only thing they store. And then they have software on it, so they know how to derive all your account addresses, okay? And right, so these are the two things how you have then suddenly self-custody. So these are non-custodial wallets, okay, meaning that you're in full control. You're directly interacting with the blockchain yourself rather than asking, for example, if you here want, for example, to make a transaction, say, please send 20 XRP to XYZ, or XYZ, then Binance has validated that. And they can say, nope, we don't want to do that. No, there is a reason that, or your account has been suspended. You can't do that right now. You will freeze your funds. And so they're, like I said, in full control. So you're all fully dependent on the exchange. But if you have a non-custodial wallet, so meaning that a hardware wallet or software wallet for this certain account, then you're in full control and you're interacting with the blockchain itself directly. So not with a third party. So right, like I said, because if they now approve the transaction, they're going to send it to the XPL ledger network. Okay, so one of the ledgers, so one of the validators or one of the nodes in the network will receive it, will broadcast it, and then it will be done. But if you do it over Binance, they are talking for you to the blockchain. Okay, and right, so that's the gist of the entire thing here. I hope I explained it clearly, and see you in the next video.